All right, so this is the beginning of a Lego clock, and you can see the gear train in there. And basically the bottom handle represents the second hand, and the red here is the minute hand, and this, the blue, is the hour hand. And I can't move that just because there's too much torque, and I don't want to ruin my gears trying to mess with it. But I had to work out the different gears that I had available and the teeth that they had, and a lot of this right here up here is factorization or simplification of the factors, or basically you want trying to figure out the greatest common denominator and divide the two numbers, and then get your simplified gear ratio. So like if you have a gear with 40 teeth and a gear with 24 teeth, there's a 5:3 ratio. You see that they have 3 2s above them. So the 2s cancel each other out, and all you're left with is the 5 and the 3. So that's how you simplify. If you have 2 numbers left over, you multiply what you've got left over. One of the main things I've seen is that I don't have a 1:4 ratio. I have a 1:2, 1:3, 1:5. Just no 1:4 ratio, which is kind of complicates things. But the way that you get around that is you just use 2 1:2 ratios or 2:1 ratios. So here's pretty much the math I was doing. So I'd get this 8-tooth gear and a 40-tooth gear, and it's a 1:5 ratio. Divides 60 by 5, and I have 12 left over. So I need to figure out what's 12 divisible by. Well, I found a 1:3 ratio of 12:36. Divide by 3, we got 4 left over, and that's that problematic number. But then you see I do an 8:16 and another 8:16, and there we go. And then I started figuring out how to put each one on a spool or spindle or whatever you want to call them, a shaft, I guess. And I start looking at the direction of each gear to make sure if I start out with 8 spinning clockwise, the last one also spins clockwise. And then I did the same thing for the 12-hour gear. But if you look at this, I should have just said, okay, I've already got 12 here, and I can just use the same powertrain or gear train. I did change a gear around in here, but you notice I have 4 gears instead of 5, and an even number is not good because the direction that's clockwise becomes counterclockwise. But the fix is simple. You just add an extra gear that's the same exact size as the one that it connects to, and makes that odd again. So the next steps would be an escapement to connect to the second hand, then probably work on a pendulum after that, and then get into weights, and then create a clock face and see what we can do with that. And if I can get really cool, maybe a cuckoo clock or something. I don't know, or just a bell, but I don't know how that would be powered. How do cuckoo clocks work?